Test, test, test. What's going on, yo? What's going on? Let me know how we sounding. Let me know how we sounding. We got a few setups we're looking at right now. Those doing the stream, we have not entered this trade yet. This is just a trade idea. That might change in a little bit though, but we haven't entered this trade yet. What's going on, Doug? I see you up in here. So we got a couple sites we're looking at right now. Just give me a second, y'all. Writing some trade ideas up. Yeah, so I'm liking how GU and Gene are looking. Just give me a second, y'all. We're going to break all this stuff down. If you already know the drill, make sure to go ahead and like the live if you haven't already. Make sure to subscribe as well. Just dropped a new video for y'all yesterday, so make sure to check that out after this live is over. Yeah, I like how GU and are looking. We do got a couple news events today. We have 8:15 Euro news, 8:30 USD news, the 845 euro news. But we got a few setups we're going to be looking at. We're going to be looking at possible GN sales. If GN can maintain and hold 2455, 2450 as resistance, we can see sales going down to 2390 like we did earlier this week on Monday. But for the downtrend to continue, we're going to need to hold 2390 as resistance. And then we're going to be looking at GU buys. We caught a nice GU buy yesterday. We broke this down in yesterday's live stream. We're looking for continued GU buys here. If we can hold 3560 as support, we're looking for buys going to 3595. You can see possible gold buys in a little bit also. If gold can break above and hold 3376 as support, we can look for buys going to 3395. So we got a lot of setups, and then we have a NAS setup we can possibly see in a second. So we got a lot of setups popping up right now. So again, we're not going to take 5 trades today, but we got a lot of opportunities today, y'all. Let's get rid of this right here. Yeah, I like how all these are looking right here. I like how this is looking right here. What's going on? I see you up in here. Those are joining the stream. We have not entered this trade yet. This is just a trade idea. Be sure to hit that first link in the description. Join the free Signal, free Telegram. Y'all see on your screens how we did last month and last quarter. Go ahead and hit that first link and check it out for yourselves. Again, we got a few setups we're looking at right here. I'm just watching to see if we can hold these levels. We got GN doing a retest for us. We're going to let this play out. And then we're watching to see how GU plays right here. If we could hold this level for this 15, I might jump in on next one. I want to see a retest. But I do like how this is looking here because again, it rejected this level yesterday when we went for this buy setup. So we can hold this level as support. We can see the uptrend continue. And then also, when we go into the bigger time frame, you see price intends to make a new higher high here as well. So I really like how this is looking right here. But yeah, a lot of these charts right now are approaching new entry setups. For both those setups, are we waiting for the retest of that level, rather support or resistance? Yeah, so you want to always enter sells off resistance, buys off support. The heck is happening to me? Yeah, you always want to enter buys off support, sells off resistance. All right, so that's what we're waiting for. We really want to wait for a retest, especially on GN, because as you can see here, one, GN's been super rangy, right? Super wicky. Been really struggling to nice move to the upside or downside. So again, we need to hold this low as resistance for this downtrend to come into play. Yeah, I like how G is looking. Now I don't know what's going on with the music. Let me fast forward a little bit. There we go. And then with NAS, we can see some buy setups as well. So right now, about to see if we can attempt, kind of like with GU, to break back above and hold this low as support here at 21,740. We failed to do so yesterday. If we can hold this low as support, we look for buys going to 21,815. Or if it rejects this level, retraces back down to 21,660. We can look for buys there as well. But again, extremely bullish. And we have a new higher high coming to play. And this is exactly what we talked about at the very beginning of the week in the Sunday chart analysis. So yes, it is Thursday, but if you have not watched that Sunday chart analysis yet, make sure to watch the Sunday chart analysis just so you can see what price was looking like at the beginning of the week. Listen, see our projections, and then see what price has been doing so far this week. A lot of the charts haven't gone exactly as projected, y'all. We got price retracing. So again, we're not going to enter unless we can hold that level as resistance. So we're just going to keep it on the GU. So GU looks like it's trying to make a nice push here. NAS just broke this level. So again, we got a lot of possible setups about to play out right now. I like GU too. So I'm really paying attention to gold, NAS, and GU. GU, if we can hold that level, but I'm mainly going to be paying attention to gold, NAS, and GU. Yeah, I like this right here. So I'm wait, as long as I can hold right here, I'm going to wait still. So I want to see how this candle closes. Then we'll see how these play out right here as well. Big push right here. So we're about to either reject this level or attempt to blow through it, kind of like with GU as well. And GJ buys right now, that's what's up. I'm waiting. I'm not jumping into them quite yet. Because again, it's still just in reversal territory. So I'm not really interested in going for buys right now. Buys is still valid, but I'm not going to really go for buys unless we can break above 194.45, 195, 194.50 and hold that as support. Because again, we're struggling to push the upside and downside. So it's kind of just playing ring around the rosy. So I'm just going to let it do its thing right now. But I know if we can hold this low as resistance at 193.20 or hold this low as support right here, we can see volume kick in and see the next big move happen. So I still got my buy ideas here. But I'm personally going to wait to see if we can break this level right here. We got a new 15 and 5 minute about to pop in a little bit. That's what we're really waiting on right here. We're waiting to see how these candles close. Again, this is why we wait for the retest, because if we would have took this GN setup, we'd be at an unnecessary drawdown and unnecessary risk of possibly seeing a SL get hit for no reason. You know what I'm saying? Just dropped a new video for y'all yesterday. Make sure to check that out after the live stream is over. All right, all playlists are up to date. So I like G right here. As long as it can chill right here, it doesn't like rip up before this next 15. It's right at a nice sweet spot. NAS is fucking pumping, but it's all good. I'm still not going to chase it. Still going to stick to the rules. And again, the reason why I'm not really tripping about this is because we're up for the week, up last month. So when you're already up for the week, up for the month, there's no need to, rush into setups, FOMO in, nothing like that. Especially when you know there's going to be another opportunity, another setup. All right, like I always tell the members too, the goal isn't to catch every candlestick or every pit. The goal is to go for high probability, high quality setups. All right, and we see on the charts, we see a bunch of opportunities coming up. I would like to see this retest this little bit. We're going to see what this next 15 does. It's about to pop up right now. If you guys got any questions, drop them in the chat. When looking at any charts, drop them in the chat. All right, let's see what this does. Now it's just in there fucking pumping. Let's see this will retrace. It's either going to retrace or keep breaking past this point. Looks like gold's trying to wake up. Again, y'all, we got a couple news events today. We got a 15 euro news, a 30 USD news, a 45 euro news. So make sure to keep those times in mind. All right, so G and now hold the low as resistance. So again, we simply don't enter. So that's simple. And with NAS100, we're either going to wait for a retracement retest. If my arrow will work, we're going to look for retracement retest, or we're going to meet price at the next point at 21,820 and look for buys going there. We got GU retesting for us, and then we got GJ pushing. So again, we still got We're just 38 minutes into London session, so we still got plenty of setups coming in right now. If you guys got any questions, drop them in the chat. We'll be looking at your charts, drop them in the chat. We'll be going absolutely crazy. We literally broke down in yesterday's live stream this GU setup right here, as well as this NAS100 setup. And then, of course, in Tuesday's live, we broke down this NAS100 setup. So we're 3-0 so far this week. The win streak continues. We caught a nice move on GU, nice 1-2, almost 1-3 right there. We can't really see it. There we go. On Tuesday, GJ sell, got 36 pips on there. And then Monday, we caught a GU buy. So this was the exact same setup we went for on Monday. The only difference is volume kicked in, was able to break through this resistance level, right? So today we're looking to see if we can hold this resistance level at support because we failed to really do so yesterday. So that's what we're looking at right now with the retest right here. And then, of course, how we ended last month. We only took one loss last month when 19-1 gives a 95% win rate. So again, y'all, we've really been killing it all year. And you want to see how we've been doing all these other weeks, all the other months, go ahead and click that first link. I'll probably pull it up later. Right now, I'm just paying attention to the charts. When you say you're going to put in some more videos, are you plotting your levels in the Playmaker University? Yeah, I am. I just got to figure out an exact schedule because I've been busy as hell. But I'm probably just like, next time I do my levels, I'm just going to record it and just walk y'all through it and explain it. Just so y'all can see a bunch of different examples besides the ones that's in the course. But yeah, I'm going to start doing that at least once a week. New 15 about to pop up in a little bit. Let's see what this next 15 looks like. We got about a minute and some change. GU's doing the retest we was talking about. GN failed to hold off the retest. So again, this is why we wait for the retest. Gold still chilling right underneath this level. NAS100 took off on this though. But like I said, I ain't chasing that. Either gonna wait for price to retrace or break this next level. Not tripping one bit. And then GJ could hold 194.50 as support. We could look for buys going back up to these highs right here at 195. So we got a few setups we're looking at right here. Appreciate that. Yeah, no problem. Lows of key says, yeah, it's definitely a key component, right? But again, a lot of people focus on the key price levels, but if you just focus on the key price levels, you're going to still be confused. You still have to understand how to read the charts. That's why I put everything in order, right? That's why I gotta read the book first. That's why literally the first few videos is the charts. Because if you don't know how to read the charts, you still don't understand the rules of the trends. You still don't understand how price works. Just fundamentally, the key price levels are still going to confuse you, right? Because especially if you don't mark them off correctly. So again, everything is important, right? Because a lot of people, not just in trading, I know this is in a lot of different spaces. I'm not saying you're doing this. I'm just speaking in general because I get questions all the time about specifically the levels. I'm like, the levels is just one key to everything, right? The levels is just helping us know where to enter, exit at. There's a few other things as well. The core is understanding how the charts actually move and work. Right, that's why literally in all these videos, the lives, I always be talking about market structure, market flow, because that is what moves price. You gotta understand how to read the charts. Oh yeah, the sooner y'all stop trying to avoid how to read the charts, the easier trading's gonna be. Speaking from experience. So we got a new 15 popping up. I see how this stuff plays out. Again, G and Gold are doing just kind of chilling right now. Nas did a quick move. G just been moving all night, literally all night. It's been moving. Those that joined the stream, we have not entered this trade yet. This is just a trade idea. Make sure to hit that first link in the description. Join the free student on free Telegram. Y'all see on your screens how we did last week. I mean, the last month and last quarter. Go ahead and hit that first link and check it out for yourselves. Well, what price level are you looking for? The NAS retest. So we're looking for price either to retrace and hold 21,740 as support, or we're looking to see if we can break above and hold 21,820 as support. Rise going to 21,890. Yeah, you got this, bro. Like I said, it's the best time to really get into it because markets are starting to wake up now. And this is what I was telling the folks a couple weeks ago, right? So, people was upset or confused a couple weeks ago or last month when the volume was kind of choppy and fucked. But again, like I always talk about, like I talked about in the live yesterday, if you're not following me on TikTok or Instagram, make sure you follow me on TikTok or Instagram. Make sure you follow me on both, actually. Y'all see them scrolling at the bottom of y'all screens, Instagram, TikTok ___ right? Because we talked about this in the live yesterday. I went live on TikTok, right? There's 3 cycles prices in. A lot of people always talk about the uptrend, downtrend. The price isn't going to always be forever shooting up. Price isn't going to always be forever shooting down. There literally has to be times where there's low volume consolidation or anything. Like there literally has to be times for the markets to do that. Now, does it suck? Yeah. Is it unfortunate? Yeah. Is it annoying? Yeah. But it is what it is, right? Doesn't matter, right? That's why people get fucked up, because they let their emotions take over, or because we're routine-based individuals, people get used to easy setups, right? So when the volume slows down, and especially you don't know how to read the charts, you get fucked up, you get confused, you don't understand what's going on, right? So again, that's why I was talking about a couple weeks ago. I was like, this is when it's really important to understand how to read the charts, because if you can trade during low volume conditions, well, there is high volume trading is going to be on easy mode. That's also another reason why people are getting fucked up when volume slows down, because they're so used to trading when there's high volume and stuff like that. That's why when Trump went to office, everybody was like, "Oh, what the hell's going on?" Because we went to a different cycle, right? I tell y'all, dude, once you learn how to read the charts, everything makes sense. You understand what's going on at all times. You understand what's going on at all times. A lot of that stress and confusion literally goes away, and then it's just literally you versus you, right? You just gotta have self-control. You just gotta have self-discipline. You just gotta stick to the game plan, stick to the playbook. All right, GJ made it back above here. About to see if we can hold this level as support. And, we had price really just ranging on Tuesday going into Wednesday. And then when the news popped out, we had a big rejection. Like we talked about in the Sunday chart analysis, really all this week. Game plan is still the same. Either look for sells where you go down here, buys were up here. We still bullish. We clearly see that momentum here as well. The way price is looking, we either going to see price either play ring around the rosy again, or we're going to see a nasty candlestick get made today. The way it's looking, we might see a nasty candlestick. So we're about to see if we can hold this low as support right here. Then we got GU doing the retest. So we're about to see this next 15 pops up. We can hold these low as support. NAS is still kind of in between these two levels. And gold is still just teasing us right there. And then GN is still kind of chilling right here as well. All right, we're pushing above. GU doing a nice retest. Again, it's just like clockwork. We still got some work to do, but again, it's very, very, very simple, y'all. Very, very, very simple. If you guys got any questions, drop them in the chat. When we look at new charts, drop them in the chat. We're gonna be on for a little bit longer, y'all. What's going on? Appreciate you hopping in. It's all good. Just watch the replay. We're in GU right now, though. Wait, do you have your alarm set to alert your multiple times at a particular level you're shooting for? So this is what I do. Go to settings. I do once per bar. Wait, is that what I usually do? Yeah, once per. That's all I do. But again, y'all, it's that simple. Just wait for the retest. Follow the flow of price. And you see what happens. All right, y'all. So let's move at the next TP right here. Again, y'all, we got a couple news events today. We got €8.15 news, €8.30 USD news, €8.45 news. If y'all just joined the live, make sure to rewind to the beginning. We broke down all the setups we're looking at and looking for today. Just dropped a new video for y'all yesterday. Make sure to check that out. I'm going to be wrapping it up now because I do have one more session in a little bit, so I got to get ready for that. And shout out to everybody in the live. Shout out to everybody that's been alive since the beginning. Shout out to everybody that's been alive since y'all joined. Make sure to hit that first link in the description. Join the free signal, free Telegram. Yeah, y'all see how we've been doing this month, how we did last month. If you're interested in copying my exact trades and copying my signals, or if you're interested in learning my exact strategy and how to identify these key price levels, hit those links in the description. Join Advanced Play Stupid, join Playmaker University. And yeah, we'll be back at the same time tomorrow, London session 3 p.m. EST. And we might go live on TikTok today. I'll let y'all know.